it seems to me that along with the concept of being at war is the concept of nationhood. And when we talk about the concept of nationhood in context of black people, of new African people, we're talking about a land base on this country. And I wonder if you would tell us, just if we could just elaborate for me how through your struggle you came to become a new African. I mean, what compelled you? What were the things that compelled you to identify yourself as such?
Let me just say this: you can't put the cart before the horse. The cart before the horse.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
The issue is, are we at a state of conflict? If we're at a state of conflict, what is going to be the solution?
Okay.
You have to first accept there's a conflict. If you don't accept there's a conflict, then you can't fathom a separate nation. And if you do, it's egotistical. Well, I want my own. It's without basis. But if you understand that we do not coexist in a vacuum, that we are in a life and death struggle, that the history of us being brought here and how we're treated since we've been here demands that we come up with some formula to resolve this contradiction, or else our condition and our circumstances might be the cause of the fall of all humanity on the planet Earth. Because we must be free. Now, everybody doesn't agree with that scenario. You follow me?
Yeah, that's true.
Some people believe that we can formulate a better living and life condition by participating in an integrated political and economic system, cultural system.
Uh-huh.
Now, I do not think that they're not revolutionary. If they are hell-bent on changing this system and changing the rights of people and forcing this government and developing a new government that integrates everybody into a equal formation and rights for everybody, well then all praises due to Allah. Fine. It still does not deal with the question, where do we find ourselves as new African people brought here as slaves?
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Right.
But even in that society, I will coexist because you allow me to have my own culture, or at least try to find where I'm going. You follow me?
Yeah.
But I contend that utopia or that possibility for the last 150 years has not come to be. And in the process, we have been dying. And in order for us to understand what it is that we were fighting for, we must label what we're fighting for. And I'm fighting for a nation of new African people, not exclusively, but conclusively our nation that develops a culture that deals with our experience, and that a culture that will allow the exercise of creativity, the potential of every man, woman, and child that enters our nation. So I come to that because I understood that I have to know why I'm fighting and might die, why I sacrifice.
Okay.
People come to it for different reasons. You follow me?
Yeah.
And so we can intellectualize it. We can talk about what Malcolm talked about, that all struggle is fought for land. The Turkish struggle, the struggle that you see in Europe, in the world Soviet Union, is a struggle for national identity. that the different nations in the Soviet Union feel that they must have their own land base, they must make their own decisions and formulate their own policies as it relates to other peoples in the world. And that was the mighty Soviet Union. So are you saying that that is not possible in America? And if it is possible, it's going to be a war of Armageddon? Well, I might agree with you. But it does not take away from the fact that you must know why you're fighting and why you're sacrificing and why you might die.
Okay.
You can't be vague about that.
Okay.
Because what we're struggling for is the control of the natural resources. And what you saw in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Iraq was a struggle to take a piece of the natural resources that had escaped the U.S. imperialist powers because of the emergence of territorial nationalism.